Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. And before we starting it with what the day is going to be, I want to say thank you guys for watching, supporting, comments, everything. But you also have to thank to yourself for it if you're working on yourself. And today energy is going to be about those squeezed lemons. You're going to be feel squeezed. You're going to be feel under pressures for as that full moon that it's coming upon us is going to be active. I already made a report for the full moon to the new moon that's going to be a Virgo. Very powerful energies, very interesting in there. But you need to understand for the evolution is pushing you through this because after you get out of this, you're going to be very powerfully understanding in yourself. Talking about this, what are you gonna do when you have lemons? You don't like lemons, you don't want lemons, you don't getting into the lemons in there. But if you take the lemons and make a lemonade, you take the lemon juice, and you need to understand the benefits of the lemons, right? So this is a energy of you to understand that there is going to be a part of you that is going to be require some actions of change and these actions of change in there, you don't change because of something you have to gain. If you do a changes because you have to gain in there, or you want to attract someone, or working on yourself just to survive and so on, you will understanding that you are working on a different path. And as the evolution, it's going on right now for it. The evolution is calling for one thing, you, okay? You to reinnovate yourself. And when I'm talking about you to reinnovate yourself, that is about this energy that you want to make the things right, but also you want to make the things more easy. You look at it, the old patterns, behaviors, and so on for it, and you have to face the old ones. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, but it is the right thing to do. And with that being said for it, to the moon is going to be coming and is going to put these pressures, but you need to understand you have to use the energy, the positiveness inside of you for it because when you feeling these low vibrations, understanding the low vibrations, in understanding the squeeze, but you need to understand the squeeze is gonna be feel like the gravity for it. If you look at it, the tunnel there is right at center. It's very small, but inside of it there is a two funnels. One that comes in, the one that goes out in there. And right now you are in that center. That is kind of like what's called the breaking point. That breaking point is required because you have to break it off from the old and you have to create something new that is going to make your life not only beautiful, but it's easy. Okay. And this is how you're going to get these lemons, these vitamins, these benefits of the lemons in your body. So the 7 o'clock energy is going to be calling for this divine energies with the North Node in there. Hi, Andrea. Glad to see you. Good morning to you. And the moon, it is beginning to square Uranus in there. Oh my God, some of you is going to be going in through like, why did God put me through this? Why did the divine get me through this? Why am I this kakapupu things or how I am on all those craps right now? And as you see it on that one side, and the other side, it is squeezed from Venus, Mars, Uranus energies that it's coming as well. And you're going to be feeling it like, what the heck with life, right? And it kind of like, why would I deserve this? What is this so on? It is about to make it easier, okay? You don't have to go head back like in a stone age and you have to go and find a cave to hide in there and so on and so on. and build a cave to survive, and feeling this fear of survival. You're in a totally different positions as right now. You're looking at how to upgrade yourself, and that upgrading of yourself is to remove what it doesn't serve purpose. And that's what is this. You went through a lot of stuff and so on, and those energies is gonna comes in from all over directions. So it doesn't matter what I said in this right now, but yeah, this lemons, you're going to be feeling it specifically in the next hour at 8 o'clock. Ascendant is with Venus, that is opposing Saturn, is square Mars with the midheaven. Boy, you feel like there is no love, there is no point of living, there is no point of that. Let me remind you something up here. Why do you go out and you seeking the light within others? You might not realizing it, but you're seeking at that light so you can feed on it. But if you comes to the point that you have to develop your own light to shining from within, how hard it is hard. And this is when some of you is going to be getting at this understanding that this is going to be kind of like the last straw, the last kind of like a pressure, a final pressure of squeezing you to understand. Don't seek others because of their light. Develop the light from within. And now when you're squeezed, you take this juice in there, this light in there, and create something beautiful. You're here to create. And this creation is going to be involved within that moon. Okay, the moon is going to be a very powerful with Mars and Jupiter. That is one of the intuition says grow. But at the same time, the moon is actually right now, it's going to be the mediator between Mars and Venus and Jupiter. Your intuition is like, I have to find the new ways. I have to recreate new ways. The old ways doesn't work anymore. They're useless. And this, it's going to be find out within all kind of like areas of lives. We are not talking about only within a spirituality and a spiritual world, but we're talking about business-wise. We're talking about social-wise. We are talking about political-wise. Everything that it's there. Everything that it's required is authority. And currently the Mercury and the Sun, they're under the divine energies of Neptune and Pluto. Change. But if you change for reasons, personal reasons that comes in from your ego, the satisfactions is in there, you change it for the wrong reason. You gotta change because of you. And that change of you, as you create this life inside of you, this beautiful light within you, then you become an example how the others becomes the light. And then it's gonna be different because the light that it's coming in, the new age of Aquarius that it's coming in, is to be shared. I give you a light, you give me a light. I don't need your darkness, but you need to understand down the road that it is that purpose. That without the understanding between the light and the dark, you evolve. Because if it is no darkness, the light, you're not going to be able to see it. You guys know what I'm talking about exactly. For it, staying only in the light, you have nothing to do. People ask me why it has got to be a mature and immature personality and together. You need to understand the mature and immature personality, they came to do the work. The one shows up what needs to be done, and the other helps how to be getting it done together. And they grow and mature together when they're pushing into it. Because when you put the two people who are in the same page and so on, guess what? They're not going to be able to do the same work. If you put two immature people, they don't know how to do it. So this is kind of like a renovations of the consciousness is going to come in. That comes from Pluto. 4. All right, the next hour, of course, is going to be a lot of things. It's change of, you see these red lines, but there is a synchronicity of wisdom. That wisdom that it's going to be coming in towards Pluto. For it, we're talking about Gemini, Leo's energy towards Pluto. To that duality, to understanding this duality that currently Mars and Jupiter are for it, and a Venus that it's also at Virgo, into understanding that duality is needed. But duality, it's needed for evolution. Once you evolve, you don't need to have to deal with the one or the other side. You went through a dealing with something else. Okay, and the more you evolve, of course, the more kakapuputinki you're going to be dealing with it. But when you find easy ways how to deal with it, that is going to be the evolution. Okay, not like you are panicking, you are kind of like living on this constantly pressures is in there. And this is why right now you are learning that that squeeze is coming in to tell you, make a lemonade. Okay, put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Have an Hakuna Matata. And most of the people are like, what kind of Hakuna Matata is this? I don't have this, I don't have this. Yeah, that's the sun. Okay, so seeing it in yourself, for it is not only I, it's also we. So a lot of lessons are going to be learning with that for. The next hour, the ascendant is going to be with the South Node 4. Of course, this is it's been on the menu for a while. We're talking about your personal relationships with others is affecting through the family of what you want. Those kind of like a cardinal changes needs to be. It's going to be another additional kind of like a squeeze. You know, when you get the lemon and you're trying to turn it into the squeezer and you turn it, and you look at it, the lemon. Oh, there is a little bit more. And that's what this is going to be. Kind of like a little bit more push with that. But you already went through some of this and so on. But the next hour, this is going to be 11 o'clock energy, as the ascendant is going to be moving into Libra. It is about the balance of the learning. Powerful energies between Mars, Jupiter, the moon, and the ascendant. Very powerful energies. This is going to be, feel it within the air. What do you feel in the air, though? You smell the lemon juice, right? And you're making a disbalance within yourself with all this. This is going to be a very beautiful time if you take time for it. And I'm saying this because this is the time I started the report. It's 11 o'clock here. And this is that 11 o'clock right now that I'm talking about those energies. So you can be able to understanding those energies, what they are going to be for that matter. All right, next hour, which is this is going to be 12 o'clock positive energies, because you're going to be seeing it of the destiny that you're going through. Beautiful energies with the North Node. Ascendant at Scorpio is with Neptune, and it's helping within the moon. We're talking about these beautiful Scorpio Aquarius energies. You see what it needs to be changed. You see what it needs to be renovated. And now you are the creator of this renovations. You're self-creating yourself. But that self-creation has to be for you, not for somebody else and so on. Yeah, you need to understand these little issues that Age of Aquarius is going to be bringing, that you need to share with others. But what the others will do, that's a whole different story. And this is what's coming in this about looking at the light. Okay, seeing it within the light. This is going to be removing a lot of the old patterns about it that are root within the codependency in there. So it's a good that it's squeezing, because it squeezed the codependency right now. So this is what the lemon is. The codependency, the needs of others, and so on. Rough time there, because you're going to be feeling it, that the energy of 1 o'clock, the sun is going to be together with the inner work and Mercury there for. This is going to be the time that, like, why did the universe put me to this? Why is this? Why is that? And so on and so on. And here it's Pluto comes in and Neptune comes in. So you can reach out to the end. At the end, you to be happy. At the end, you to be put everything together. But right now, Pluto is retrograde and Neptune is retrograde, and they say you can't be have the fully happiness until you're not be happy from within you. Stop giving authorities to others and so on and so on, telling others what is that going to be, and start listening your intuition. You don't listen to the universe, you don't listen to intuition. What do you need to do to your authority? Heal. And this is when the Chiron is going to be stepping up in there. Chiron is going to be like, okay, let's work on that. And this is going to be the connection between the moon, Chiron, and the sun with the Mercury retrograde with these energies. You healing the patterns that were no good. You understanding those patterns that were not great. And now you're working on renovating yourself. And this is going to start coming in the next year. Talk about these energies about the next year. You're going to start listening more and more about this next year energies. In a one way, I have to tell you. In another way, I don't have to tell you. And the thing that I want to tell you is in there that whoever crosses over through that squeezed point, okay, in there, they're going to be able to get through it. But if you're getting stuck in there, okay, like the seed of the lemon, why just not take the seed and plant it and you have a lemon tree? And here is it, those energies of into understanding the power of the new age of Aquarius for it. It is about you to reinnovate yourself. I'm keep repeating the same thing over and over, but the next year around, we're going to be in a totally different position, totally different environment. We're going to have this new beginning, and that's going to be this new beginning of you. We're going to have Neptune and Saturn. They're going to be crossing over to Aries. You renovate yourself. Pluto is going to be permanently for the next quite a few years in there within Aquarius. So now is that time of this last squeeze that you're going to feel within yourself. And thinking about it, what are you authorizing? Are you authorizing to change? Or you're just, oh, I want to see the light from other people. I want to see the light for that person. I want to get the light. I want this person to do this for me. I want that person to do that for me. Sounds like a Leo to you? Oh, yes, it's Leo. It's called admirations. You're looking for these admirations, isn't there? Why do you admiring other people? Because they make you feel good, right? But how do they make you feel good? You take that energies from them. All right. Talking about the next tower, the ascendant is at Scorpio. Of course, the shadows, you see this shadow. You're understanding these shadows within yourself. Hopefully this wisdom helps you in your life, guys. For it, the midheaven there is at Virgo right now it's going to be putting into that part of about you to realizing this love, the real purpose of love. You know, if you're demanding that love, which is the form of energy of light, towards you, and you're sure that they love you and so on and so on, you take that energy from it. But the time when you take, you don't give. What's happened with the person you took? They're depleted, right? And you're wondering where the love is. Have you developed the love within you? Have you renovated yourself? You to be that love. And this is what this energy is coming right now. It's going to be asking you for this. There's going to be these divine energies from Chiron and Mars here to heal some of the patterns, some of the learning, some of the belief system, behaviors. It's you. It's not about somebody else. It's you. Okay? Next hour, this is also kind of like intense energy, but also it's going to be a lot of positiveness because when a Venus moves to that degrees of Virgo in there, that energy is going to be active with Pluto, and that energy is going to be active with universe. Transformations and love, you to be ready. You're going to see that transformations when a Venus is going to be moving from Virgo into Libra. She's going to be at home. Okay? But that energy is going to be leading you to like, I have to see this. But right now, you are squeezed. Right now, you have to wait to shape this diamond within yourself from yesterday. This pressure that it creates these reflections of the light within you. It is about the sharing, the different spectrums of light. You see, the light that it goes into the diamond, it's a pure light. But when it comes in, it's reflecting. It brings all the spectrums of light. And this is what you should be coming in there. But you need to be put under pressure. You need to be squeezed. Because when you take a raw diamond, the raw diamond is not polished. The raw diamond is not cut. It does not have a shape. It's just a raw diamond that barely can reflect light. But when you take the diamonds, there has been cut, they've been polished, they've been cleaned, and so on. And you put the light, and there you go. You see the blinker. So it is a blinker. But the blinker is you. All right, 4 o'clock energy, all the focus is going to be looking at in this relationship, because the midheaven is going to be at Libra, that is going into Saturn. What is my restrictions to have these relationships in there? As you see, the most of the energies, though, the people is going to be dragging it down, because Mars and Jupiter, they're going to a descendant. You see this red arrow here, there it's created and shooting at. And most of the people, what do? Instead of focus of the inner work they need to do, they go in and take the things personally, how they feel. And now they're going to the drama and the trauma and the pain and the problems and so on, without realizing they are in this kakapupu thing. So they can go ahead and realize, let it go. You don't need that crap. It doesn't serve purpose. And most of it is going to be sitting and laughing at when you're discovering these energies, because those energies going to come into the messages from Pluto and Neptune together with Mercury retrograde and the Sun. Okay? Because it's like, I don't need this kakapupu things anymore. Either I'm going to be evolving, I'm changing, I'm getting into this, so on and so on. But I'm tired of this. I want something else. I want something powerful. But that something is you. You want something better in your life. You gotta better start working on yourself and change yourself in there, because that's how you're gonna attract it. You don't work on it, guess what? You're dropping down. And most of the people, they're really gonna go have a rough time. They're gonna be dropping down, understanding they have to get up. This is gonna be testing the power of the spirit within you. So this is a very powerful energies, guys. Don't take it quite for it. But after you get out, it's going to be great. All right, talking about the next hour, 5 p.m. In there. To the ascendant is going to be empowering their authority for. It's going to kind of like a boast it within. Uranus is going to be stepping with the ascendant. Is the universe is going to see like here. I want to show you what you are. You see these things within others. You see these negative energies within you. And you have the proper communications with your intuitions, your authority. Are you okay with the universe? You don't like that the universe puts you into this. You don't like to be here on the earth dealing with all those problems, right? And the other side is these personal situations and limitations. It's like, what the heck that I'm doing here? Maybe the aliens has to come and take me away. Trying to run away from the problems. Well, the universe says like, no. You are a seed that is buried in the ground from that lemon that I squeezed it. Go make a lemon tree. It's good. It's going to help in people. It's vitamins. Make a lemonade. Going to be enjoying it. You can put some other stuff with the lemon juice and make yourself better. All right. Nobody likes the work. You're not liking it, this work. You don't want it to this work. And as the ascendant, it's going into a Capricorn. Probably the society, the situations, you don't like it. Public service. Triggers. Yeah. Lack of appreciations and so on and so on. Yeah, it's going to be a trigger. I'm feeling it personally. Yeah, I'm feeling it in there. For it, but we have to keep on going. Okay, you have to keep on going. because that's the only way. You're here for these evolutions that you need to have. You're not here just to live, enjoy, and so on. Okay? There was these guys in there yesterday. I watched his video. He's like, yeah, I got everything that I wanted in life. I become billionaire. I have all the money. I got all the cars. I got the enjoys all this. And guess what? I lost motivations after I reached everything I wanted. I become depressed. I don't like the things they already have. I saw that it was pointless. I only satisfied my ego. I forgot about my soul. Now you're asking yourself why some of the celebrities in there, they're going to those deep depression. You think like when they have these mansions in Beverly Hills and have those cars and so on and so on, they're happy. That's what you think, because that's what you think is gonna make you happy. You have to make yourself happy within you. You to be happy in your own skin. You have to make that spirit and the soul inside of you doing the things in there. But you need to grind it out, the things that they're not good. And this is why you don't feel like it, because right now the energies are down, the situations are not good for it. But you need to understand that from this point comes in that you gonna be rebuild yourself. Ask your future self, how is it wanted? What is it wanted? Ask your spirit, why did you came here for? And you're gonna find the power of making lemonade from those lemons. All right. The next hour is coming in that energy that you're gonna be really understanding those divine energies that comes in. And why is that purpose of Pluto? I've been talking about Pluto a lot. Okay, you see it on your screen, that beautiful green light. But the green light is gonna come in after you heal yourself. Imagine that you're in the front of the paradise and you're not healed, and you're knocking and you're knocking and you're knocking, and Pluto says like, yeah, not gonna happen. You cannot bring your dirty thoughts and your dirty mind and your codependency and your situations in here. This is a divine place. You know, oops. We need to remove all this from you. We need to strip this from within you. You know, that's kind of like this thinking in there. That's what the purpose of the divine that put you to a rough time in there. To develop this new personality that it's going to be worth it in there. And at that moment, you may going to feel not good. But guess what's going to happen if you do everything right? You go knocking on the door of the paradise. They're going to tell you, access granted. That's what you don't see. But when you're hearing it, you will know it. You will know that you are going to be there. You're going to be entering. Okay? Now the question is, are you going to enter it on your own, or are you going to be entering with a partner, or however the cases might be? That all depends on there. But still, your individual work has to be done by yourself. Because Pluto is the beginning of Aquarius. He's in the 15th minutes. He sends you a message of what is going to be in a few months. So we're going to have a few months of this, finishing this work at Capricorn and there for it, to understanding about the public services in there and so on and so on. There's going to be a lot of changes within people's. All right, 8 o'clock, the moon is rising, the sun is going down. So now that full moon is going to be coming in towards you like a rocket, you know, like a torpedo. The midheaven there is at Sag, it's squares Venus and opposing Mars and so on and so on. Now you're in this middle point. You're squeezed. It's like I don't see the exit out. Well, of this point of the gravity in there, imagine you're in the center of the black hole. What do you see? Dark. That is the place where all the light is hidden. Just compact, pressed, pushed. But if you exploding that light and it blows out like a supernova in there, you create a galaxy, you create a new life. And this is the moment of recreations of yourself. But you're gonna feel it, that squeeze. You're gonna be feeling it. But withstanding, because the moon, it's gonna have this very beautiful six trines with Mars and very beautiful sextile with Chiron in there. If you pay attention, Jupiter and Mars, they have a sextile with Mercury and Mars, and through the Sun having a trine with Chiron. That is how all those four coming together. That is intuition, courage, growth, authority, communications, about healing. Exactly. You're going to be cured from your own personal insanity. For it. It reminds me about the movie about Avatar, but the actual movie, the blue guys, the blue people, long ones, and she went out to test him in there and tested his blood and so on. And she's like, plenty of courage, plenty of stuff, plenty of so on in there. There's other purpose in here too. We'll accept you. Let's see if we can cure your insanity. How much did he change? How much he went to protect the tribe? Even when he was by himself, when she pushed him away, when she rejected him, when she find out what he was really up to it, what did he did? He reinnovate himself. That. You need to appreciate those moments, guys. Okay? All right, talking about it, 9 o'clock energy, the ascendant's going to be at Neptune, is going to be like here. You're here for the height, for the end point. You know, at the end, everything to be good, everything to be okay. And that is one of the authority, that authority that sees the change, like, I'll change this, at the end, everything's going to be good. That is one he blindly believes in the hope, but he knows what his actions he needs to put in that movie that I'm talking about in there. But he had to do something else. He had to go ahead and catch the biggest dragon out there. He had to do something out of the box. He had to forget his old life because he was focused on what? Building the new. And by doing this, he had to heal his relationship. This, for some of you, is going to be that work. Okay? But you're going to be seeing it, these divine energies. They are pouring. All right. Talking about 10 o'clock energies, the midheaven is at Capricorn. Yeah, you got to do it. You don't like it, but you got to do it. It's about the love. Midheaven, it's very beautiful energies with Venus. Venus kind of like, oh my God, yeah, I'll keep the love. Because you have nothing else to hold on to it. Just keep the love. Let that love is coming. And that inner work of midheaven is actually sextiling with Saturn. You see the limitations, isn't there? Now you see it. But you're also going to be seeing it. What else is out there in the next hour? Here you go. You do the work, results are guarantees. You don't do the work, there's nobody can help you. Okay? ascendant is together with Uranus, that beautiful trine that comes in with Pluto and the midheaven of together with Pluto and the Capricorn. But that is pointing down to your authority and the divine communications within you. Same thing like in the Bible, you know, all the divine books in there and so on that they are made. We need to understand that with some of those books in there, there is a lot of ego, but also there is a lot of wisdom. And now you have to purge out that ego. You have to make the things easy, not complicated. Easy, but not complicated. And all the power lies within you. Are you gonna make a lemonade and enjoy the lemonade later? Okay, so that's what it's going to be, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love to your comments if you have any, and come back for more wisdom and astro-gravitational energies for you. Thank you so much for watching. Be loved. So I'm giving you some gifts of love, guys. Take it as much as you need. You're welcome, Andrea. Glad to see you here.